Well, good morning, everybody. At least good morning in the mountain time zone of the United States. I am trying out something different today, doing the news and political aspect, because what I'm talking about is the evil, murderous, rapist, terrorist organization, Hamas, and about the lame, worthless Biden administration in the United States. And they're both kind of political, trying to achieve purposes that undermine any sane thinking person with common sense. We hear a lot in the news today about these college kids and professors, left leaning, of course, snowflakes, woke, demanding ceasefire in Gaza, ceasefire in Israel, that they need a ceasefire. It's genocide. And really, what that does, it shows you their lack of intelligence, understanding, knowledge in the area that they're flapping their gums about. And you say, well, you're being kind of mean. I'm not going to listen to you. Well, you don't have to, because it really doesn't matter to me. It doesn't cost you anything to listen or me anything to talk to you. So whatever, whatever floats your boat, please do it. But the point being, before that fateful day in early October, when this terrorist group premeditatedly attacked Israel, planned to attack Israel with machine guns, rocket launchers, grenades, and they didn't attack Israel's military. They attacked innocent people. They attacked young people who were at a music festival. They attacked men and women, elderly and young, in their homes. They machine gunned them down with AK-47s and grenades. They killed parents in front of kids, kids in front of parents. They raped women. They beheaded babies. They burned people alive. They took hostages back to Gaza to use for negotiations, which they're doing now, and to force Israel to release three terrorists, three murdering, low-life scum terrorists for every one of these innocent people that they grabbed and took hostage. Now, any person with a brain that works, that hasn't been brainwashed, that hasn't bought into the lie, would be able to discern that for themselves. But these kids are trying to, march and demand, we demand the U.S. quit supporting Israel. Well, you need to shut your mouth. If you'd have had parents that thought about raising you right in the first place, most of you wouldn't be doing the junk you're doing now. But you didn't. You didn't have parents who cared. They didn't care to raise you right. They were left wing anyway. So your parents failed. Maybe their parents failed them. I don't know. What I do know is you're being little idiots out demanding when you've got absolutely no right to demand. You're still trying to get the government to pay your stupid college debt. You think you're owed something. You think somebody needs to listen to you. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not listening to a thing you say, and no one that I know is. Matter of fact, we're pretty ticked off with you. We're sick and tired of your whining and your crying. Oh, the Palestinians, Palestinians. If Hamas, the Muslims, had stayed in their place, everything would still be fine in Gaza. The buildings would still be fine. The people would still be fine. But they decided to murder 1,400 innocent people. And then you got Joe Biden, dementia boy, and whoever's pulling his strings, probably the Muslim Obama, now trying to put pressure on Israel to, well, now, you need to throttle back on how you're handling it. No, Israel needs to go all out, wipe them out off the face of the planet, they need to gas those tunnels. They need to bomb the place, quit wasting IDF lives, and use your bombs, use your bunker busters. Do whatever you have to, put an end to it. As long as there's anybody from Hamas or Hezbollah alive, they're going to keep doing it. The U.S. needs to get involved. It needs to send a few United States Navy F-18s with bombs and wipe out Iran's ability to pump oil. That's the cause of the whole thing. Iran is funding this. George Soros, we need to put an end to his money trail and to Iran. That's what needs to happen. But Joe Biden and the U.S. needs to keep their nose out of Israel's business. How many innocents died in Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan when the U.S. went in there after 9/11? Oh, did we listen to anybody saying, oh, you ought to throttle back? Too many innocents are getting killed. You better watch. When the Muslims are using people as shields, and they did, that hospital, that was their main headquarters. Doctors there knew it. The United Nations knew it. The World Health Organization knew it. They all knew that Hamas was using that hospital in Gaza for a headquarters. That's come out now. All you got to do is pay attention. Oh, I just don't believe that's true. Well, your little woke snowflake brain can't handle it. That's the problem. And you say, you're just being mean. Well, I hope I am. I hope it gets through to you. Because being nice isn't getting through to you. Being nice is doing nothing at all. You kids need to quit your protesting. You need to shut your mouth and learn the facts before you go spouting off. We demand, we demand. You talk about genocide from the river to the sea. What do you think that means, bozo? That means they want to wipe Israel and all the Jewish people off the face of the earth. What do you think genocide is? You don't even have, you have no knowledge whatsoever about what you're saying. Israel just wants to be able to exist and mind their own business, and all those Muslims all around them just shut their mouth and mind their own business. That's all they want. And God gave them that right. God gave them that land. They've given up land that God gave to them, to the Muslims. And the Muslims don't worship God. They worship Satan. This Allah who wants them all to die for him. Jesus Christ, God, the Word, part of the Trinity, died for us. He doesn't require Christians to go die for him. Our God died for us. You Muslims are so lame. You think you're gonna die for your God and you're gonna get something, 72 virgins one day. No, you're gonna end up in the devil's hell, burning with fire and brimstone for all eternity, in pain and torment. That's what you're going to get. And I can't get these women supporting this stuff. Women don't even have a voice in Muslim countries. You remember the Shah of Iran? No, most of you little Twinkies don't know because you weren't born when that happened. But when the Shah of Iran was in power, before the U.S. backed the Ayatollah, bad move, U.S. That's why we need to keep our mouths shut. Women had rights. Women could go to the beach. Women could go swimming. Women could drive. Women could do whatever. But when we backed the Ayatollah and the Shah had to take off and he was overthrown, in came Islamic law. And then the Islamic police, the moral police. Now women are buried up to their shoulders in the ground and their heads, they're stoned to death or they're run over with a vehicle. Homos are thrown off the tops of buildings. They're put to death. Christians are martyred and murdered because they're Christians, because they're not Muslim. But you women, you support that. You don't even have a clue. Wake up, smell the coffee. Think about what you're saying before you go blabbing off. So yeah, I'm trying to stir you up. Yeah, I'm trying to get you angry because I'm trying to make you think about what you're doing. I'm trying to make you second guess yourself. Check out what I'm saying, but you can blow it off. That's okay. You can help the Muslims win. They hate the United States. Good old Joe Biden, moving on to him now, getting off of Hamas, those low-life rapists and murderers that aren't worth the air that they breathe. Moving on to Dementia Joe. He's letting thousands, truckloads, train loads, thousands, tens of thousands walk across the border. You think there aren't Muslims in there, Hamas, Hezbollah, and all the rest? The U.S. is going to be the next battleground. They're going to start blowing things up here. They're going to start killing people here. And then what are you going to, oh my goodness, I didn't, I'm telling you, but you're not listening. I'm warning you, but you're not paying attention. It's going to happen here in the U.S. So fellas, ladies, get a gun, get your ammunition, put extra locks on your doors, get a big dog, get some alarms around your house, around your homes. Be alert when you go out in public. Pay attention to your surroundings. Joe Biden is doing nothing to help you. Matter of fact, he has done more in 3 years to destroy the United States of America than anybody except Obama. Good old Muslim Obama. He started the race war up again because if we can get blacks against whites in the United States, then the politicians can get away with murder. Then they can do their underhanded Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, all that stuff, the Biden things, and all those, manipulators in Congress, the Pelosi's and the Boxers and the Schumers and the McConnells and all of them. They're not in it for our good. They're in it to line their pockets. Hunter Biden, the cokehead, when his brother died, he went and with his brother's wife, and then he found a stripper to, have for a while when his coke days, and she got pregnant to him, and he didn't even want to own up to the kid. And Joe Biden is such a liar. His doctor, Jill Biden, was his babysitter till his wife died. Imagine that, a babysitter, and he used to drive her home. Yeah. And you remember good old Joe, where he'd put his hands on women and sniff their hair and all that stuff? 47 years in Congress. Didn't do a stinking thing. And then some of you dumb people put him in office as president. Now he's done nothing but ruin the country as president, line his own pockets, backpedal to China, backpedal to Iran, do whatever they want. Our military is weak. The whole world thinks we're a big laughing stock, and it's all because of the person in the White House. That's the most expensive nursing home in the United States. People know it. Democrats don't care because they just want to keep control. They want to keep ruining this country. They want it to be a communist socialist country. If you don't like the United States, leave. Go to Russia, go to China, go to Venezuela, or wherever you need to go. Cuba, wherever. Go down to Guatemala, Honduras, Colombia, wherever. Just get out of here. Quit trying to make this like those slop holes. You said, well, that's just mean. Why do you think they're all breaking their backs to get here? Oh, so I could be taken care of and get free money and free stuff. They don't even check them for TB. They don't check them for COVID-19 or anything else. They just let them come across the border. Poor Governor Abbott in Texas, man, they got their hands full. Wake up and smell the coffee. You goofy snowflakes. You guys, you and Bozo, the client. No, excuse me. Bozo's smarter than you. You snowflakes, you woke, so called. You don't even know what a male and a female is. Oh, well, he wants to identify as a woman. Nah, you know what? No way. Man, I would put my foot down where I in charge. Yeah, I should run for president. At least I know how to straighten this mess up. There'd be no transgender junk going on. You're born with a woman's parts, you're a female. You're born with a man's parts or male parts, you're a male. That's it. No pretending. Isn't going to happen. No, men can't participate in women's sports. Isn't going to happen. And how would a guy even who's any kind of got any self-esteem think he did something great by beating women at wrestling or track or swimming or weightlifting or basketball or anything where God made us different? God made us different. Women are the smarter sex. Men are the stronger sex. And I don't care if you guys don't like me saying that, that's the truth. Women are definitely the smarter ones. And guys, God made us stronger because we're supposed to do the heavy lifting. We're supposed to do those things. But you got your snowflakes, your effeminate boys who want to put their little man buns up and they want to put their little makeup on and paint their little fingernails and they just want to be prissy. Not how God intended it. And boy, I'm sad that your parents let you grow up that way. Very first time you wanted to act like a girl, mom or dad should have said, nope, you're a boy, knock it off. Or, which I've seen a few lately, first time as a girl, you wanted to act like a boy, mom, dad said, nope, you're not a boy, you're a girl, knock it off, straighten up. But we're going to pretend. No, I'm not pretending with you. And I'm not using your pronouns. If you're a female, I'm going to call you she or her. You like it or don't like it, suck it up. Too bad. Sick and tired of this stuff. People, listen, common sense, red-blooded Americans, start standing up, make phone calls, vote right, make your threats. If you don't do this, I'm not voting for you. You're not getting my support, and I'm going to tell anybody I can to not vote for you, to boot you out of office. Start with your school boards. Those people are as stupid as they can be. When you let a boy go into a girl's restroom in a high school because the school board said so, time to kick the school board on out. Put a good size 12 on their hind end as they go. Quit putting up with this stuff, people. It's time to put your foot down. Tell somebody to watch this. Send it to them. Put it up somewhere. Let's start standing up against the left And you see who the violent ones were. The Israeli people in support of Israel came and protested in Washington, D.C. Not a police officer was hurt, not a person was threatened or insulted. But boy, when the left gets together, they try to use their, oh, we're going to be mean and tough and we're going to riot and break things and do stuff. Sick and tired of it. Time to show up and stand up for the old ways in America because they worked. Let's get rid of crooked politicians and let's get our country back now and stand up for Israel. Quit being lame. I don't care what your coworkers think. Do the right thing. It's what you need to do. Share this with somebody. Thanks so much. Bye.